Hello, hello, and welcome to the All Four Downs podcast, the NFL picks. And we are down to one more game, and that is the Super Bowl that's happening this Sunday. I'm with Hector V, myself, Obi-Wan. It is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers. The winner will be crowned as the Super Bowl champion. And before we get started, real quick, let me show you the standings on our ESPN Pigskin Bracket Challenge. The Rizzer, Steve Rizzer, is going for the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Husky Nation one, which is Hector V. He is going for the San Francisco 49ers. The winner will be our first Pigskin Bracket Challenge champion. And of course, Hector, you're all in for the 49ers.
Yes, sir. I'm in. I've been saying this since preseason that I think the 49ers will be the strongest team going into this. Of course, every other team, you have your ups and you have your downs, but when healthy, this team has shown and exercised their dominance against everybody they faced. Honestly, I mean, they to me they're more of the team that were expected to be here than what Kansas City was. Yeah, I understand Kansas City is the defending champions. Nothing taken away there. But going down the stretch, I don't think a lot of us believed that they were going to get there. Not the way they were
No,
playing.
no. And the thing is that that's what's the beauty of it, right? It's not about
Right.
how you start, it's all about how you finish the season.
Right.
And right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are really neck to neck with the San Francisco 49ers in regards to how well prepared they're going to be here
Hmm.
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If you look at the differential here, the San Francisco 49ers score a lot more, but the Kansas City Chiefs, they got defense. They only given up 294 points compared to the 49ers. They only given up 298 points. So I'm liking those stats right there. We're going to have a great defensive minded game. However, which team, or I say which defense, is going to regroup, get organized, and make those stoppages on the right time in the fourth quarter?
Yeah. Because you're right. Because the last two Super Bowl wins for the Kansas City Chiefs, it was the fourth quarter, the second half, in which they did their dominance. They were a slow starting team in the first half against the Eagles and the 49ers, but they came back and did their thing. Yeah, you're right. I think it's what defense is going to show up in this game. The
Right.
49ers cannot stop the passing game. Their defense cannot stop the passing game. But on the other flip side, the Chiefs' defense cannot stop the run. I mean, if they can't contain McCaffrey, I mean, it could be a done deal here. It could be a
Right.
wrap. But I mean, we see Mahomes. He knows how to scramble. He's got weapons he could throw to. You know, can the 49ers do what they got to do to stop that? Or are they going to make them throw all night?
You know what the 49ers remind me of? The Buffalo Bills. Because they keep fighting and fighting to get where they need to be. And when they get there, they just don't have an answer. And we looked at it this season. The Buffalo Bills could have eliminated the Kansas City Chiefs, but they missed the field goal because it went wide right. Right? The luck is on the Chiefs. It happens. Just like the New York Giants, they won the Super Bowl because the kicker missed it, right? That same time frame, if I'm not mistaken, the Buffalo Bills should have had been eliminated, but they made the biggest comeback, and I think it's the third biggest comeback in NFL history. At the time, it was number one, right? They
Hmm.
bounced back. If I'm not mistaken, it was the Houston Oilers.
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
then you'll look back to the NFC Championship. The San Francisco 49ers scored 27 unanswered points to get by the Detroit Lions and win 34-31.
Hmm.
Okay. That's amazing. But at the same time, the Kansas City Chiefs, they stopped the Baltimore Ravens. They only allowed 3 points in the second half. Okay. Final score in that game was 17-10. It was already over. And yeah, the Chiefs were I mean, you're going against the Ravens. You said that they had a great defense. That defense finally showed up in the second half. They were slow at the beginning. And comes to tell you, it's like it looks like the Chiefs are going to win. That's just me. I feel like the cards are in favor of the Chiefs, but they're not even the favorites.
No, I would be careful with that because you've seen the 49ers have to come back against the Packers and the Lions in order to get to the Super Bowl. What if now the tables turn and they start dominating this game against the Chiefs? We're not going I don't think we're going to see the same team having to come back a third time to try to
Mhm.
win a game. It's either all or nothing. You're either going to dominate this game or you're not going to have a win. I mean, you're not going to I don't think this is going to be a back and forth game between the Chiefs. I just feel like the 49ers are going to go out there and they're going to have to run the table and they're going to know what they did wrong 4 years ago. They'll have to fix it again because you're playing pretty much the same team here, the same coaches. So I feel like the 49ers are going to come out here with intensity, with fire and passion, and they're going to start hitting Mahomes hard. And once they hit him hard in the first half, there's not going to be no recovering in the second half. Not like they did last year against the Eagles.
I don't think they're going to touch Mahomes. I think the offensive line are going to protect them very well. Uh, I'm just curious on Purdy because he was getting hit a lot against the Lions.
Right.
And yeah, he still made those throws, but McCaffrey really saved the 49ers. Okay. Um, I say the only way that the 49ers will win if they control the time of possession of the ball and they run it. They have to run it.
Yeah,
They got to
they're
get
gonna
the
have to.
first downs.
They're gonna have to
Okay.
run it. Yeah.
And then it's just the management, and it goes on both sides. And I'm not worried about the Chiefs because they've been champions already. They know what to
Hmm.
do. But as far as the 49ers, don't be a Detroit. Don't try to be always going for fourth down. Get the points that you need the points because
Yes.
it's going to affect at the very end. This is the playoffs. This is the one shot that you have.
Right.
One shot. Okay. But I'm
Sound like
taking this.
Eminem.
Yeah. You
One shot, one
what
opportunity.
that's all you got. How many more opportunities? Let's put it this way. What's gonna hurt more? Uh for Kansas City, I think win or lose, it doesn't hurt anything. I think a
No.
win will be the dynasty.
Yeah.
The loss for the 49ers is probably going to be the most biggest story, and it's going to be focused on the coaches, the players, because how long can you stay together
Yeah.
and make it there? And I think
Right.
this is the last straw for the 49ers.
Yeah. I kind of see them in the same boat as the Rams when they got humiliated by by the Patriots. Then they lost 13-3. But then McVay comes back a few years later and beats the Bengals to finally win his Super Bowl. I think Shanahan is almost in the same scenario. You're
Mhm.
right. This is not going to hurt the Chiefs not one bit if they lose the Super Bowl. They will bounce back. They will be again to me the AFC favorites to get back to the Super Bowl next year with not a problem. But you're right.
Mhm.
This is the one-time deal for the 49ers. Their chips are all in. They got the power, they got the strength, they got everything that they need to win this now, right now. There's no saying, "Oh, we got next year," you know. So it's just amazing to me that these two teams they both have great winning records when they both score first and when they both are leading at halftime. So I feel like whoever jumps out first is going to dictate the rest of this game. And I feel like the 49ers are going to be that one to do it. I'm not trying to show no disrespect to the Chiefs. I'm not hating them. I'm not a Patrick Mahomes hater. I love what they're doing. And if they
Mhm.
were to win, great to them because now they're showing that Brady move over. We got the Mahomes era now.
Yeah, most definitely. Listen, the points are 1.5, 1.5 in favor of San Francisco, and that's a pick 'em. The over under is 47.5. It's amazing. This game will be 60 degrees. It's going to be sunny. The more frigid weather
Yep.
is going to be comfortable. And wow, who is favorite for this weather? I think both teams are again identical. You have the number one seed San Francisco in the NFC, number three seed in the AFC, head to head, one game apart from each other. I'm just not going to go against Patrick Mahomes. And at the beginning, I said, yeah, but let's make things interesting. I mean, I went for Detroit and they lost, so I'm out. It's between you and Rizzer. Um,
I'm trying to bring it home for our podcast here. I'm trying to bring it home, baby. I'm
bring it
trying.
on, man.
I'm trying.
But I'm gonna put my money on the Chiefs, man. I think they're going to win,
Mhm.
and it's about time that we have a dynasty for another decade. It really is because the only last dynasty was the New England Patriots, right? And
Yeah.
now we crowned a legend because Tom Brady did it to another organization, away from the Patriots. So now it's time to put that dynasty name on the Kansas City Chiefs.
They're not going nowhere. I would say for the next 5 to 7 years, this team is going to continue making the playoffs. And
I'm going to question that though, because how long does Andy Reid have as a head coach? Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? Like you have to get another solid coach to take over like the San Francisco 49ers did in the 80s and 90s. Okay. Um, they had three different coaches and they won rings. Could Kansas City Chiefs do that?
I
Okay.
believe they can. But if you're right, if Andy Reid was to leave in the next couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
then you're looking at either,
Eric Bieniemy.
yeah,
But then again, nobody
right.
ever wants to hire that guy for some reason. So I don't know. Andy Reid is now 65 years old. He'll be turning 66 by next season. I mean, sooner or later, he's going to have to hang it up. What if he decides to retire after this, after they win? He got nothing else to prove.
Well, Belichick had nothing to prove, but he kept on sticking by Brady, and they kept on winning and winning and winning.
Yeah, but Belichick kept winning in the 2000s. And yeah, you got it right.
I mean, but
He,
still,
he was still young as a coach, though.
but I think
I
no
mean, you're
matter,
talking about 24 years later, dude.
yeah,
I mean, Andy Reid got so many years too. He just didn't like
yeah,
last long with the Eagles.
he was a late
So
bloomer, yeah.
yeah.
But I think
All right.
if we was to get another coach in there, I think we're still having Patrick Mahomes on that team. They're still going to make the playoffs, and they may have a drought going to the Super Bowl, but they'll get back there. I mean, the Patriots had their drought. There was, I think, almost 10 years in which they did not win a Super Bowl, but yet they were in the playoffs, in the AFC Championship game, year after year after year after year. It's just that you had to find that formula to get rid of them out of the playoffs. But yet Brady said, you know what? Hold my beer. I'm going to continue
Mhm.
winning more rings. And that's what he did.
All
So
right,
Patrick
man.
Mahomes could be that. And then I think in the mix of all that, okay,
Hmm.
we had Peyton Manning finally getting his ring, 2 rings, right? In that mix. I think we can see that with Joe Burrow, maybe Josh Allen. Maybe each one of them will get a ring in the mix of trying to stop Patrick Mahomes. But Mahomes is going to be the man for quite a long time. He's going to start
Yeah.
filling up these fingers pretty soon. It's possible. Mhm.
Listen, what is your final score for this game?
That's a good question. I'm not really into that kind of stuff right there. I know we did that 2 years ago when we did the Rams and the Bengals, and I actually hit the first quarter. That was pretty amazing.
Well,
um,
I'm busting out that square games for this one, but yeah, what you got?
um, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it kind of even there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 28-24.
I like it.
49ers.
28-24. Are you picking two numbers like the Royal Rumble, man? Come on.
Picking numbers that hasn't won it yet. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I know.
28 hasn't won it.
Yeah, I know.
Has it? Wait,
I
I'm
don't
gonna have
know.
to look that one up.
I think it has.
No. Ah,
Uh,
ah. Anyways,
we just know
28-24. Whew.
Purdy going to get his first ring.
Ooh, wow. No field goals for the 49ers.
I know. That's why when I said that, I was like, that's kind of weird. That no field goals. But
The
I mean,
kicker that misses the field goal definitely loses the game.
well, haven't we seen that game? Haven't we seen that story
Ah,
before?
damn. But all right, man. Listen,
Because
I'm
because
all I'm
last
all
year
in for you.
last year it was 38-35. It was a pretty high scoring game. I think it's going to tone it down a little bit this year.
All
I think
right,
so.
28-24 is your final score. Don't know what RZA has late, but hopefully we'll get to hear him shortly and everything else. But in the meantime, tune in to our new website at cmgsportscentral.com to get the latest podcasts and blogs and around sports. Tune in to also the too early top 25 rankings done by me. Which school do you think is the number one for the upcoming year of college football? And of course, they expanded it to 12 teams. That's going to be awesome. And then the Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers. The Super Bowl's happening this Sunday. And my boy's going for the 49ers. Who are you picking? And what are you excited for? I used to be excited for the Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah, I
Not so
know.
much anymore. Because there's nobody that could beat the Doritos commercials.
I always loved the Bud Bowls.
They stopped doing those though.
They stopped it. I know.
I wonder if the IPA is gonna take over. There's a lot of
I know.
IPAs out there, a lot of breweries out there. I'm
I
kind of
know it
digging
will.
that. Yeah.
But you got to take down Budweiser and Bud Light, if you want to get to the Bud Bowl.
Remember they had the refrigerator?
Oh, he was tough.
Wasn't he with well, they also had Bud Dry.
Yeah, Bud Dry got into it. Yeah.
Yeah, they were teaming up with Bud Light.
Yeah, they had to take down Budweiser somehow. I mean, they were the king of beers.
And then we used to have those sidebar, like if you didn't want to pay attention to the halftime show, you could always switch the channel. I always loved seeing the living color. That was
Mm,
that was the best halftime show. I remember because it was Washington versus that was no Buffalo, as a matter of fact. And Mark Rippon, they were making fun of him. So that was pretty amazing. But other than that, um, I'm just excited. It's almost like a non-holiday activity in which watch the game and then you're going to work the next day. And it sucks.
yeah. And then 2 months later, you get ready for the draft.
Oh, I'm excited for that. And once again, check it out on CMG Sports. Who do you think is going to be picked up for the draft? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And it's sad to see these guys go from college, but let's see how they do in the professional level. So,
If the 49ers win, think about it. They'll have the most rings in the NFC.
rings
In
in
the
the
NFC.
NFC?
Yeah.
Because they'll have 5, right?
They'll have 6.
No, they'll have 6. They'll be tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I said NFC, not
No, but I'm
AFC.
just saying, but they'll be tied with the Steelers.
And the Patriots.
The Patriots got 6 too. That's right.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
Brady got 7.
All right now. All right. All right. Okay. Leave
But
Brady
yeah,
alone.
I'm just saying that the 49ers could sit on top of the NFC with the most rings and keep Dallas at number 2 there. I know that's Cowboy fans don't like to hear that. They're all rooting for the Chiefs Sunday. They don't want that number 6 to come to San Francisco.
It is what it is.
That's what I say.
Take care, everyone. Enjoy your Super Bowl. Be safe. Drink safely. And enjoy some food too. Later.
Later.